run out of cars. Somebody will come in and there literally won't be a car. And then we have officers doubling up, which to me it's, you know, we don't need two officers in a car. So, yeah, go ahead.
Oh, saying that,
Yeah.
why wouldn't we keep this, if we were buying a new car, this 2014, for $6,500, why wouldn't we keep this as your backup car?
We could.
I mean,
That's, yeah. We thought about that too, or repurpose it, you know. Backup car, I mean, the only thing we'd really use it for would be a truly deep undercover car, because it is good for that, it's unsuspecting. It's got tinted windows on it. We could certainly keep it in the fleet, we could repurpose it, we could sell it, we could do any one of those things.
You still need a third new car.
Correct,
Yeah,
yes, yeah,
just what you do with the other one.
correct.
All right.
Yes, sir.
Are these cars, they have frames, or are they unibodies? And the one you want to get rid of is a unibody versus a frame, like the low one? You know, because most cars don't have frames these days, but SUVs might, I'm not sure.
I know the SUV has a frame, I'm not sure about the crew. And I say that with a question.
Because I probably prefer the frames for police cars.
Yeah, I mean, so that's the other thing, so the vehicles that, I mean, I'm a strong believer in buying a police vehicle for police purposes. So the vehicles that we're buying, all three of these are police package vehicles.
Yeah.
So the durability comes with that, the extra suspension, and they're just fit for that purpose. Yes, sir. Paul?
I'm sorry, I have one more. Ammo targets, range supplies, tasers, went from our 3,000 budgeted last year to 7,000. Is that just based on our actual?
Correct. And so, and the other where that also comes into play is taser, which is our electronic control device. They set out training standards, and their training standards require that you fire the taser twice per year. Now, unfortunately, they don't really make a training cartridge, so you're having to fire a true cartridge. And so those are about $21 a piece, $20 a piece. So I got to run all my officers through that. Now you say, and I know, it's a while, and it is, but I will tell you, if you don't do it, and something happens, and the first thing that everyone resorts to is training, right? And so, and we hadn't, they hadn't been doing that. And so I think it's certainly important that we do that, because that's one of those weapons, a less lethal weapon that, you know, just is used, and, you know, you don't want to not have the proper training. And in addition to that is the rifle ammo. We're trying to train the rifle more. We're going to do an outdoor shoot, trying to make sure that we are properly trained should we ever come into that situation. Good.
Thank you. Anything else? Anything you want on the list? Police?
Can I ask a procedural question
Sure.
since I missed Monday? Are we putting a list?
Yes.
Okay, I'd like to put the squad one, just to consider it.
One of the things I will tell also.
So are you talking about the purchase or the disposition of the trading?
both, right?
Well, whatever the net expense is.
Okay.
So that was the whole purchase of the vehicle?
Yes, minus the revenue.
We will do that.
And the other, I'll have more information probably next time you come, but one of the things that, if you remember, one of our squad cars was hit substantially on Capitol Drive about a month ago. So we're still, I look at that only because we're waiting on the insurance company. So they may total that car out. We're not sure exactly what we're going to do with that car. That car was not subject to be replaced next year. Obviously, if they total that vehicle out, I might have to keep another car, which puts us in a situation where the one that I was going to replace won't get replaced this year. We have 2 Tahoes that were scheduled to be replaced this year, Squad 3 and Squad 6 out of this budget. And we have those in stock. We're waiting for them to get equipped. But I'm waiting to find out what happens to the Taurus. They may total that out, gives the village a check, in which case we're going to be out that car. And then the car that's going to replace, that car will be there next year. So I'm just pointing that out. I won't ask for another car, but we're just going to be in this situation where we're trying to fight for keeping these cars alive. If you go in, feel free to stop over and look at them. They're pretty bad.
Well, I mean, how much are you getting from the insurance enough to replace the whole thing?
Yeah, I wish, but no, they'll do a percentage of the vehicle. They have not told us if they're going to total it out yet. So, whatever the insurance company, whatever our
Right, but
insurance
I
company.
mean, there's budget for 2, and then you get the insurance, so you replace 3. If they, you might have to. put
Well,
them-
from my understanding, the insurance money that we get will be about $7,500 if they total it up. So that won't buy us another car. So that will just go to the village. We'll replace that one with the one I have right now, and then the one that's supposed to be replaced either stays in the fleet or we make some other choices, keep the Cruise and replace the other one. So I just want to let you know that I should have that information by next time you guys meet, so you can better understand where the car is.
And the building improvement at 865,000 is just the police, not community room phase.
Correct.
It's basic.
I have a question about that. I went through all my documents. Is it possible to get an updated chart on what, I don't know how to say this, but what expenditures were budgeted in each? And I know we have one from the RFP, Social Services, and it showed the alternatives, but it's broken down by material, not by room or by some function like roof or HVAC system. It's broken down by like sheet metal. And so is there a way to break that down for us?
But it was broken down in the bid package that we was bought and approved. Has the actual, what each carpentry was, the HVAC system was, and all that.
And can we just then, if that's the format that everyone's comfortable with, I find it a little confusing, but if that's the one, that's fine.
That's what.
Can we just get an update on that of actuals to date? Because I know that we had saved a little bit of money. I just want to see where, like, as we're progressing. And understand, like, for signage, I see it showing up in a few other spaces, not in that, included in phase 800, it's showing up in small capital or something. I'm just wondering what was in there and what's not in there anymore.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
So is that easily available for?
Yeah, well, I mean, we have the documents that Riley put together. One of the things that if we look back at, what we did is the $1 million was what was given to do that project. When we brought it back to the bidding, we did as much as we could for $1 million. And that's kind of how we put this project together. That's how Wiley put it together when we discussed it with them. So we can certainly, there was also the updated plan too that was presented, so I can give that to you to actually see how much the building was actually done.
And I think they present monthly, they send you monthly reports of actuals, so I'm sure whatever the last month was that they sent.
Might be better just bring them in because they were the construction manager. I mean, they're the ones that did the project. So.
I'd like an update on the
Sure.
cost based on what was budgeted.
Right, thank you. Right,
Yeah.
anything else?
For body cams, is that, it's just into the operating budget then, just factor that in?
That's under
Software, is it, Mike, or Peter?
software contracts, maintenance purchases. So
It's
body camera
61
software,
about the middle on the right.
15,275.
So we bought all the body cams, now we're just paying the software every year.
That's correct.
We rent them, don't we?
No, if you remember, I brought the proposal to you. It was a 5-year plan. There's a $31,000 upfront cost, and then it was, it's $15,000 for the next 4 years. After that, after year 2.5, we get a free upgrade of the camera if they have come out with a new camera. Our fleet cameras will be going in at the end of this year, first thing in next year. So that will be, because we didn't have those for a year, they pushed our contract out for that year, so we're not paying for something we don't have. So,
Thank you.
okay.
So Mike, just for this, I would like to break down in order to determine what we're funding in that 1 million.
I would envision compiling a project summary report and then making sure that that's integrated with any new ask that the board's going to have more detailed information to support the.
They give you one every month, though. They give you an update per task, per minute. It's just a simple report. Okay.
But I'm just thinking that that's outside of the budgetary process. That's a project review, unless you just tell me what you need. We'll figure it out.
Is that an invoice that, I mean,
It's
managers are reviewing an invoice?
I'm sorry, what?
I'm just a little confused. It's like a monthly invoice produced by the
Yeah, so,
contractor that you review versus.
They're the general, we pay all the subs,
Correct.
so it's not quite like a road program.
so if you remember, when we put this together, we interviewed the project manager. All right, so, and during that process, we interviewed the project managers. In that, there was a breakdown of all their fees, what they would cost to manage the project, and Riley was chosen. So Riley became our project manager. So they worked for us. I think their fee was 2% or something like that over the overall cost. So that's 200,000 or 20,000. I don't know exactly what their 2% I think was the fee. And so they managed the project. So they bid it out, and we brought the bids here for you, and you awarded the bids, and then they managed the project from there. They vet the billing, and they send the bill to us. We actually pay it due to the way that we set it up. We have, if you remember, Nathan Baer reviewed all of the contracts, and he had those contracts signed with each of the vendors that Riley used, and Riley managed the project from there. We pay the bills after they say they're good to go. So I think what we need, is for Riley to come and talk to you.
But there is a monthly report they're required to give the village in their scope of services that gives you that, here's what we spent to date on these items. So there should be a report.
Maybe the case, but I'm confused about how it relates
It is.
to our budget process.
That's a separate report.
Yeah, we can,
On the existing.
I'll have Riley come here.
But I'm also wondering what the cost is for having.
Well, we do have a capital request for $865.
Yes,
And
we also have
I'm
signage.
unclear about what the scope of the project, I'm unclear about phase 1 versus phase 2 and the scope and what's included, and then it was lower, and so the booking room got moved, and I would like to get some clarity. I just need to buy booking room, exercise room, detectives, function, like Allison was saying.
Sure.
I'm not interested in line items, but I'm interested in what was actually bid out, what was completed, what's planned for phase 2 by function.
Yeah, I can give you a color coded map.
Yeah, so like that 860 something request, just a little more information on what portions of that
Sure.
project are still remaining and what have been completed. And then there is a request in here for the monument sign. It was in the scope as an alternative, so how that falls
Sure.
into the different requests.
Yes.
So some of these things that aren't pertinent to tonight, some things are, but can be dealt with, I believe, in the budget committee.
This is the
I understand, but I mean, some of the things that aren't relevant to the discussion that all of us are asking.
Those are
For the sake of, I'm not just saying this, just in general, I'm asking if we can.
This is the budget committee.
I'm not sure what you asked, that's not relevant. There's a capital request for
If
$865,000.
you need more information, there are other times also to request that information, so.
I think the request, there is the request for phase two. So that if the police chief could provide us an update on phase one and a little more detail on phase two, what the components are.
Sure.
nowadays.
Yeah, we got it.
Yep.
Yeah,
that's
make
what-
sure that's available.
That you're gonna provide that later.
Absolutely.
Okay. All right. Board of Public Works.
Public Works, if you would please, on page 70, I'll put my glasses back on. While we start with the PowerPoint, Leanne, thank you, Joel, thank you.
Sure. So the first item that's highlighted under the significant changes in the 2018 budget is in the revenue section, and it is an increase in the anticipated equipment rental revenue from the water utility. One of the things that Mark has, I think, made a bit of a mission, and is one that I fully support, is to do a better job in